got some cool stuff to go ahead.
Have notes.
There it is. All right, everyone, get your memes going. We have got some cool stuff arriving in the form of, let's go ahead and start from the top. We're doing a partnership with Street Fighter coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about the cool stuff that we're going to have available through that partnership?
Maybe.
All right, well, what if I ask nicely? Please, may you tell us?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, there we go.
So you've seen a few things through gameplay. We have a bunch of cosmetics. Like the first thing you can see here is a wonderful set of ghosts. So we got your Cammy, Ryu, your Chun-Li. I wouldn't want my ghost to get into a fist fight with any of the bosses, really, but that one looks like they could take.
The Ryu one's pretty swole, I gotta say.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch every face of the witness.
There's a lot, so you better get to work.
Yeah. And then one of our players has actually been running around with a Blanca helmet, which is, so it's not one class that gets this. It's going to be a universal ornament. The helmet goes on all characters, Hunter, Titan, Warlock, which is going to be great. And then with the roaming super changes, like, you can throw on your Titan Arc Super, you can throw on Storm Trance, and go and kind of roleplay with some of that electricity, right?
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, just really live up that fantasy of being Blanca after all this time. Maybe not as swole as him necessarily, but still, it's a step in the right direction.
The Blanca build.
Okay, stop. All right. We all know, Noah, that you're just way cooler than all of us. Okay, stop rubbing it in.
As long as we know.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, great.
So, great. So there are also 3 finishers. You might have seen those sprinkled in through the gameplay. Lightning Kick, Spinning Bird, Hadouken.
What are you doing over here, Dylan? Thank you.
Was my attempt worse than the joke, or
Hadouken?
Significantly better. Significantly better. Yeah.
And then we got some emotes that we can show off too, which are a pretty good time.
Yeah. Let's see here. We'll see what we can see here. If gameplay's on screen, anyway.
There we go.
There we go. Yes. All right. So we've got some emotes to show off as well. Let's start with the group emote here.
I love time to fight.
The health bars are so good.
Health bar.
And winner. God. And then we got a bonus round. Let's go.
Yeah. It's not exactly a Honda Civic, but it's just as much fun to go ahead and beat up.
I'm going to do a shout out to every Guardian in the Tower, 1997 Honda Civic Adept. I see you. I love you.
It's an important role to play, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. This is going to be my new Trials intro. I can already tell.
Right.
Honestly.
Then we actually have a segue on screen already with the armor that has been adorned.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and rotate over there. With the arrival as well of this act, the Dawning is going to be making its return as well on December 10th, I believe.
Let me check my notes. Yes, December 10th. Yeah, 10 a.m. right at reset. We'll have the Dawning coming back. The wonderful theme for our armor is going to be a celestial space dragon, which is really great. And then the team did a bunch of really good work on shader application. We've seen your feedback tons of times on, hey, I want my shaders to look pretty on all the armor that I'm getting.
Yeah.
This knocks it out of the park, especially with that celestial star map in the wings. So each class is going to get their dragon on. It's going to be a great time. These armor sets you can get for silver or bright dust. So if you've been doing all your Pathfinders, shout out to the team on the Pathfinder changes in the last episode launch. Yeah, lots of bright dust, so you can get these armors pretty quick. And then Dawning, we're going to have your favorite cookie baking activities coming back, going around to all of your different vendors, giving them nice treats, giving some raisins to Eris, that kind of stuff.
Right.
There have been a couple of quality of life changes that I want to call out for the team. Here. Let's see. Dark Frosting. So it's not just going to be Stasis anymore. Both of your Darkness subclasses, Strand and Stasis, are going to make that easier. And then for every Guardian out there that's been saying, hey, this specific ingredient is not dropping for me, we're upping the drop rates for all those. So if you're using Void, trying to get that null taste or whatever,
and we are,
you'll start getting that a little bit more frequently.
I never had an issue.
Stop it. Okay.
Don't you're the lucky one.
Yeah.
Built different.
Devloot.
Classic Taylor. Geez, yeah, the Devloot. Yeah.
Dawning Engrams are coming back. We have Focusing. You can actually earn double perks as well. So if you're trying to get the new linear fusion rifle with some spicy rolls, it's going to be nice to earn a pathway to a couple in the columns. But if we could get a preview.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah. So Adaptive Burst, beautiful fusion rifle. There's already actually a pretty spicy roll on the screen right now. So on the left column, internally we call it Box Weaken.
Like box breathing.
What's the actual?
Withering Gaze.
Withering Gaze. So aim down sights for a bit, and then you
left
can.
Column specifically.
Oh, sorry, left.
Nice.
You can weaken your targets, and then in the right column, bait and switch. So amp up your damage, weaken your target. That's actually going to be a pretty spicy roll. Vice Stinger 2 to get a bunch of your ammo back. But if you're actually worried about ammo, Envious Arsenal. It's one of the hottest perks of this season or of this episode. Sorry, this act. those are going to pair really well in this linear that's coming out.
Bait and switch has become the darling child of my heavy ammo slot, honestly, so I'm excited to see this. Also, I think we were talking earlier, after being such big fans of Stormcaller, seeing another adaptive burst linear fusion rifle on the map was pretty exciting, honestly. Storm Chaser, thank you, Storm Chaser, my mistake.
Yeah,
that was a test.
Storm-themed content in that game.
One of my buddies out in Midwest, he actually does some storm chasing as a hobby, so he was like, I need that gun. Love you, Butane.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and then outside of the new weapon, there are going to be a bunch of reprised weapons with new roles. So your fusion rifle, pulse rifle, glaive, sword, and the machine gun. Big shout out to Lego LaFlash. He's my go-to content creator for fusion rifle rolls and Glacioclasm. You may see it in the Crucible, may shake your fist at it a couple times, but there are going to be some more rolls.
After seeing you in that Bungie Foundation stream, just mopping the floor with people with fusions, I fully expect this to be added into your
full-on dad loadout, man. Pulse rifle, fusion rifle, let's go.
Nothing wrong with it.
We can't be friends anymore.
I mean, on Glacioclasm, there's going to be Lone Wolf closing time. So push out that range, tighten up that cone. It's going to be great.
Stop it right now. You're giving everyone ideas, Dylan. Okay?
Sorry, what was that?
It's tough enough to get to the lighthouse these days. You're giving everyone ideas, all right?
Yeah, I hope they come in and ruin my day. It makes for great clips. Yeah, and I mean, so strange coins are actually going to be added to the Dawning Gifts as well.
Yeah.
So, like with Festival of the Lost, you could get the exotic class items with candy and that kind of stuff. With Dawning, you're going to get higher drop rate of those strange coins from giving out those gifts, and then you can go to Xur, you can get your exotic class items or the Zerf board, actually, too.
Oh, nice. So
it's not necessarily a catch-up mechanic, but we know, hey, you might not be going into Strikes or Crucible and earning strange coins, so we're trying to spread the love a bit.
Nice. So we'll get what we deserve.
I keep setting you up for these, and then I regret.
No, thank you. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do you a solid. Set you up for one. We have one more cool little thing actually. There's a new fashion set that's being added to Act 2 as well. The players have been pretty excited about it. They may have caught wind of it, but can you tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here, Dylan?
So, by the power of the moon, the team has done absolute beautiful work on some Doki Doki Destiny sets. We got your Warlock and your Titan there, showing off their fashion, pondering an orb, if you will. But